you got all your knits.
Yep.
Wearing knitwear.
Yep.
I don't remember what this is called. But I used the hand-dyed yarn from Kitten World. Is it Knitting World? I'll send you a link.
And mine is the Metamorphic sweater.
Oh.
Designed by Andrea Mowry.
Very lovely.
And it's in Valley Yarns Hampton, which is like an alpaca, wool, and silk mix. And then the stripes are a hand-dyed yarn from Canada.
Nice.
So international here.
So welcome, Shana.
We're very close to Canada here.
Yeah. We're calling in from a park in New Haven. We just went to Frank Pepe's for pizza, and it was delish as always.
Changed my life. So I like pizza. I'm a pizza snob, but I like Chicago pizza. I like New York pizza. Like, I like all the pizzas, right? Like, if it has bread and cheese, if it has bread and cheese,
you can't.
Okay, I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Duh.
And Anne had talked so much about this pizza place, and I would like to say I believed her. I did. I knew this pizza was going to be good, but it was even better than she had described. The crust was perfection.
Thin,
crisp, good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it, like, you picked up a piece and it held up to all of the toppings. It was delicious.
So it was worth the train ride. It was worth the
totally
trip.
worth the train ride. Totally worth the train ride.
Yeah.
Come to Frank Pepe's in New Haven.
Yeah.
And also, somehow we got a parking spot right there.
Yeah.
So obviously,
it was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
And there was like a tiny little line when we got there, but they cleared it out. And I think we waited like a minute.
Maybe a minute. Yeah.
And then when we came out, the line was all the way to the end of the building. So we came at the right time.
Nailed it.
It's perfect.
Nailed it.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. I was like, this is amazing. The pizza gods are smiling upon us today. Not just because I'm wearing a bright red coat either. This is not like pizza sauce or anything. This was the color before we went.
The pizza.
And
it must be a little chilly. Every once in a while I can see your breath.
It is. It's not cold enough for winter though, but it is chilly today. I'm just in a hoodie. I'm wearing a hoodie and
it's like in the 40s.
Yeah.
In the 40s.
Okay.
It's fine. It's not Wyoming cold.
No.
But
it's not that cold today. I mean, it's like 30 something.
Yeah.
But the sun's out. It's above freezing. So,
Yeah, we don't have that here. We don't have
sun. No, it's super gray and has been all week. But
But your cowl is lovely. Your knitwear is lovely.
Thank you.
Oh, can I show you my finished object real quick?
Yes. What do you have?
Is this the last FO of the...
It's your daughter's cowl.
Last FO of 2023.
Woo-hoo.
Looks good.
I don't know. I got a day or two left. So this is the Eclair cake cowl, and she picked the pattern. And I had this yarn. I used about 50 grams, and then I used some minis that I had.
Look at you working from stash, Jana. Good for you.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
Yes. So, Anne, you might join us on the Hiberknitting, maybe.
Yeah, I sent you a photo. You're welcome to stick it in here if you want.
I will.
Went through my wool last night looking for something that I had an appropriate amount of yardage for.
So much yardage.
So much yardage. You will see photographic evidence of my wool yardage in a few weeks with the Yarn Stash Restash posts. But what I settled on was some Noro.
Right.
It's only 3 colors. But the yardage works out. So the first color counts for color A and the last color works for color E or whatever the 5th one is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that second color will just be
the middle.
The middle. So, but it's like a gray and then a gray and blue and brown and then the brown. So
I'm having dilemmas because I have many things that will work. And I have two piles of 5 skeins, full skeins.
Possibilities.
But I also have a bunch of minis. I may just put together a bunch of 20-gram minis. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems
I
like
did think about that because I have some smaller quantities that I think would have worked well together, but it was going to be tricky because like I didn't want to end up switching in the middle of one of the lace sections, or I wanted to make sure I had the right amount of yardage. And also a reminder, if you're picking your colors, to make sure you decide during daylight hours, because I had some possibilities that worked last night in the light of my dining room. And then in the morning, it was like, well, that white's really a cream and it doesn't work with the other ones that are white,
Don't rely on your yellow light bulb.
Yeah. Do it in the daylight.
No, that's a really good point because my dining room light is awful. So I'm excited about the knit along coming up. I haven't decided what day we're going to start. I'm trying to work out a couple of things because apparently on Patreon, when you comment, you can only type text. Like you can't upload a photo in the comments. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. So we might run it in the Facebook group if there's enough people wanting to participate who are also on Facebook, because I don't want to exclude anybody. I might just duplicate it. And if people want to put a link to their Ravelry page on Patreon, but then that assumes they're on Ravelry.
Right. Yeah.
It's dumb. Why can't we just have one place?
I know. It's annoying.
Super annoying.
It's annoying. No place has all the things yet. It's unfortunate.
And that is accessible.
Yeah.
All the things, including accessibility.
Right.
Right. Because not everybody wants to be on Facebook. And I was going to try to run it over on Patreon so we didn't have all the like ads and like pop-up nonsense and whatever.
Yeah.
It's just cleaner. But on the other hand, it doesn't necessarily do what I want. So,
right. Well, I'm in for it, but I got to finish a few projects first.
Fine.
So I'll be a late starter. So other people, if you have to be a late starter too, you'll just be with me.
It's okay.
Late bloomers.
It's okay. It's totally fine. So I'm excited about that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Just a follow up. You didn't probably have time to read comments this morning, but I nearly spit my coffee. Somebody commented, and my apologies, I don't remember their username, but someone commented that maybe they needed a teeny weeny little vase for their own whiskers. I laughed so hard.
We've come full circle.
Yes. From the hair, the chin hairs, all the things.
Yeah,
all the
Shana
things.
maybe doesn't understand the reference, but
She knows.
I am up to date.
Oh, you're caught up
to date on your tiny whisker vase. And that I feel like is officially Crazy Cat Lady.
Yes. Okay.
So
on my side. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. But also, I love a tiny vase. So, I like mini things, right?
It's like cute.
Yeah. So I'm pro miniature everything because that fits me.
Yes. And
I've already told Anne, Jana, but the three of us have to get together to take a picture. So it's like you, me, Anne.
I want to say, I was so tempted to try to fly there and coordinate with you and then be able to surprise Anne. I was so tempted.
And just be like, pizza.
Yeah, but then last week I looked on airfare and I'm like, oh, I can't afford that.
No, not this time.
The pizza's not that good.
Well, and it was short notice, like Denver to, and I was going to figure out how I could like fly to Denver to Washington, D.C., then ride the train with you because that was cheaper to fly to Washington, right?
Yeah.
But even still, it was like, okay, that's pretty expensive for a lunch date.
Well, next year, my friend,
we got to make it happen.
We can make it happen.
We got to make it happen.
I did consider, however, I'm open to the possibility with a little more forethought and planning.
Yes, we'll make it happen. Everybody on YouTube, comment if this is something you want to see down below.
I want to see.
I'm not a YouTuber, but I sort of know things.
She's a natural.
Comment, like, subscribe.
How short are you? How tiny are you?
Do you want to stand up?
I'm 5'0".
Stand up.
Okay, wait, we should go back here.
Go. Oh, wow. You're tiny.
Yeah. I'm 5 feet tall. So I'm fun sized.
I put her in my pocket
Yeah.
and we walk down the road.
Yep.
It's handy.
Wow. That's
Fun
why you have
size.
to wear the red coat so we don't lose you in a crowd.
Exactly. No, but that's the beauty. The beauty of being small in a crowd is that you really get to like get through everything.
And oh, yeah, I'll bet you have tiny feet too.
She does.
So we were just talking about sock knitting at lunch, and I have women's size 6.
Yeah, that's
So
little.
I'm not the biggest sock knitter, but at least it is not the equivalent of a sweater like for you two.
Anne and I have feet that are times 2.
Yeah. I can easily make a full pair of socks out of a 50-gram skein.
Wow.
Yep.
And have some leg, not just shorties.
Oh yeah, not just shorties. Yeah, like a regular pair of socks for me. It's cheaper this way.
That's
So,
That's true. That's true. So,
but I come from small people. What can I tell you?
that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Feisty.
I'm
also
completely average sized for my family. I would just note.
Are your children tall?
No.
Okay.
My husband is 5'10", so he's like average. But my kids my son is relatively short, and they're little, so who knows yet,
They're
right?
still little. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll see.
So
We'll
that's
see.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That you're
so
there.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Because you know what we need, Jana, is more yarn. So
we're headed to Knit New Haven after this to go visit.
Now you need to remind
Linda.
Anne that she already decided what she's going to make the shawl out of. She probably doesn't need to buy a gradient kit or anything.
No. We discussed, and the answer is probably notions.
Yeah, notion stickers,
lotion, bags, what have you.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I make no promises. What I will say.
Well, she's serious. Whenever
Are we ready?
The arm goes
I'm excited.
up.
We're excited to find out.
You know what I will say is it's no great big mystery that as we do the Yarn Stash Restash, I also work ahead. And so last night I started doing, I'm on the step where I'm doing yarns. And I did my day 1 yarns yesterday, and it all fits where in the space that I have for it, it fits.
Okay.
So if I acquire more today, that messes that up.
And but it fits without being vacuumed, right?
No,
like it just fit.
Like it is. Fit. No, it's smushed and fit.
Sure, but it's not, where you take the air out. So, yeah.
So Shana, are you enabling?
Jane, she is enabling. She is enabling.
So,
in a big way.
Yeah.
To me?
Like I said on the podcast yesterday, I'm out of order with my thing because I have kids home from college and they're helping. And so I had to get out all my stuff, and we haven't even made it that far. My dining room my dining room table seats 6 very comfortably. The leaves are installed. So the whole table is probably 8 feet. It's covered. Probably 4 skeins deep.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not done. And my daughter's cataloging, putting it on Ravelry, blah, blah. Yeah. So it was time to go to bed. She was ready to be done for the day. She'd been sitting there quite a long time, taking photos and uploading things to Ravelry, cataloging all the things. So I said to Anne, I feel a little bit clever because I have cats, and I was worried about overnight, so I got a king size fitted sheet and tucked that sucker in around the table.
Isn't that genius?
That is genius.
I thought that was so smart.
Yeah, that is really smart.
I was a little proud of myself. That's why I messaged you about that.
Yeah. And I almost ended up doing, I almost ended up doing that myself. Because same thing, like we have a massive dining room table, and it was at 9:30 last night. I had started putting stuff away, but by 9:30, it looked like I hadn't started putting stuff away. And I was like, do I just keep on with this, or do I do the trick that you figured out? And I I intended to do the trick, but then I distracted myself and then I got back to work. And then the next thing I knew, it was 2 hours later and it's all put away. So it got done. ADD worked in my favor last night. But yeah, I was like, that really is a brilliant, you're not done yet.
But I gotta go to bed,
Yeah.
So I will say there were a few kitty divots.
Yeah, I bet.
They enjoyed their new bed. And now you're going to ruin it for them today.
Yeah. No, that's why she's got her kids doing it.
Yeah.
So that you're not the ruiner of worlds.
That's right.
They can take it out on them.
They can blame
it on the kids. It's a good problem to have. I must say it's been enlightening to see what I have and what I might put up for like will trade or sell or whatever on Ravelry. And yeah, it's been good because some stuff I found, like, I think you might remember 3-4 years ago, I went to an auction and it was a fabric store that went out of business, but they also had yarn. And so I got like boxes of stuff for like $10 a box. And some of it was, some of it was nice and some of it wasn't. So, but you buy it by the box. So it's good to like kind of remind myself what's really there.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, as I went through mine, I think I probably like a small tote bag. I think a small tote bag worth of yarn that I've decided just needs to go live with someone else.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I kept it, and that's okay. I think last year I don't think I put anything to Goodwill as I did it. And some years are different than others. You have different feelings about your needs, and
and the more you go through it, the more you're left with the stuff that you want.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I did. So I sent a picture to my friend Jenny, and I was like, people are going to see my wool stash and they're going to think I'm a crazy person or it's excessive or whatever. But
they've never met a real knitter.
Yeah.
They don't know.
I actually feel really good about my wool this time as I'm putting it away. I feel like it felt very much like I have the materials I need to be creative with, and I have the variety I need to be creative with.
Yeah.
At one point, my husband came through and he was like, you could open a yarn store. This is like a yarn store in here. And I was like, this would be a really bad yarn store because it's a few things, it's like a few hanks of this one yarn I like and a few of another yarn I like. And if you were trying to shop, it would make no sense to another knitter to come in and shop my stash.
No, I'd be like, take
what I knit.
No.
Yeah.
He can take his snarky self somewhere else.
He knew what he was in for when he married me. But I feel really like I don't feel any guilt about it. I don't feel like I have to explain it. I just like it is just I feel like I have a good stash at the moment. It's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm disappointed because Anne did not go swimming Scrooge McDuck style in the yarn, which is what I was hoping. You just line it all up and then dive in.
Well,
from those viewers who ever watched DuckTales on, afternoon cartoons.
And if not, I'm sure that the process.
Are
you partaking in the yarn stash restash?
So yes.
So I'm not doing it this week because I'm in New York this week.
Yeah, she's in New York. She's not home right now.
So I'm not home for it this week. But yes, every year I have gone through. I'm pretty good about just having projects in project bags, but every year I go through all of my yarn, take it out, see what I have. Because sometimes you're like, oh, I wanted to make this project and actually this would work great. So it's always good to be reminded. So yes, every year for the last 3 years, I have gone through all of my yarn, collected it all. I lay it all out on my bed and gone through all of it.
Right.
But most of the project bags and the needles and stuff, I don't actually need to go through every year because they're kind of contained.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So I will say one thing this has done for me is, the stuff that I have been given by patrons to use for giveaways and that kind of thing. It's been good to see what all that is and then separate out, here's how many skeins of this I have. And then, be sure to earmark what I would put together for a giveaway package. And we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Stay tuned. What were we talking about? I had something to add and I don't remember now. It doesn't matter.
I want to contribute to the hair discussion.
Oh, okay.
So I do not dye my hair.
Shana, first thing I noticed about Shana as we got out of the car at the pizza place was her lovely grays in her hair.
And I like to consider these like my little Stellina right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of letting it go. Obviously, you know, it's still more brown than anything, but hopefully
nice.
feel like it's being picked up. But it gives like a nice sort of shimmery highlight.
Yes.
And I think that, you know, this is as close to having sort of blonde highlights as I've ever had. So I'm going with it, you know, I'm going with it.
And
so
you've earned them all.
Oh, that's the truth, Jana. That is the truth. Yes.
So
no question. No question.
I have too. I mean, I just hid them all for a while.
I tell my husband I've earned them all. He's 7 years older than I am. He does not have hardly any gray. He does have some here in his beard now and a little here. But clearly, who's the one that's earned them in our marriage of 30?
That means you're the silver fox, Jana.
You're the silver fox.
You're the silver fox. Own it. Yep.
I remember now. I was going to segue into today's Yarn Stash Restash thing.
Yes.
Since you're talking about it.
Okay.
We're great with segues. I don't know if you know this, but we're wonderful with segues.
Professional.
They're very smooth. We don't call attention to them at all. We just go right into the next thing. So yesterday was Notions kits. We're done with our project bags. Everything should be done, packed away. If you have any incomplete Notions kits, those are waiting for us to deal with them another day.
Yep.
Just be patient. So today we're moving on to needles, and your job is to get your circular needles in order. So figure out how you're going to store them. On the Instagram/Facebook post, I talk about different ways people do that. Okay. Get your little needle gauge and make sure that everything's like measured and stored properly. And that's the task.
And you have two of the same. If you have interchangeables, you're putting them back.
Oh, yeah. So especially.
You don't have, you don't have a 4 and a 5 and a 4 and a 5.
Right. Get them all in the right
slot. Get them in the right slot.
You have interchangeables. So
I'm not saying I've ever made that mistake.
No, never.
So I will say I did mine. I have a hanging organizer, and I feel like I'm very conscientious as I go through my year that I put it back in the right slot. Right. And as I did it, I found like 5 pair that were in the wrong slots.
Oh.
And so I got those right. Check them over, make sure that the tips are still smooth, the connections are still smooth. If they're not going to serve you well, just go ahead and get rid of them. Don't keep them around so you're fighting with them on your next project.
If they're wood, don't kid yourself into believing that you're going to sand them or wax them. You're not. You're not.
Or try to fix them.
Yeah, don't do that.
If they're brokeny ones, then don't send that on to Goodwill. That's not nice for another crafter to get. No, but if you do have excess, put those in your donation bin.
Yes.
Okay. So that's our goal.
Oh.
And you determine what excess is. Don't let anyone else tell you what excess is.
That's true.
But you know it when you see it. If you have too many of something, pull out the ones you don't want, put them in the Goodwill. I could not tell what you were showing us. Our screen is so tiny. What did you do? Oh, it's okay.
I have on my desk, I have a bamboo it's a bamboo. And I was so sad. It's a bamboo needle tip.
Yeah.
I was thinking, could I glue this? And I'm like, no.
I have been like, oh, I'm sure I can glue this together. No, you can't.
You can't.
You can't. These are lies. Let it go. I understand. We've all told ourselves these lies.
Yeah.
But
I'm upset because it was a Chowgu bamboo and it has the perfect cable and
yeah.
Just add it to your list.
Yeah. You can have a tiny funeral over the garbage can and be like, you were so good to me.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I may have to do that. You're ruthless. She's mean, Anne.
She's living in reality.
Yeah.
She's living in reality.
I know. Yeah. And I appreciate that. Although
big dose of reality these days. So
speaking of reality, I'm getting cold. Let's open our stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you bring it?
Yeah, of course I brought it. We have a little hat.
It's a hat.
It's a New Year's party hat. It says Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
On the hat. My kid's amazing. Look at that sticker.
It's super cute.
Good job.
Yeah. It is super cute. I was checking it out before.
Good job, sticker maker.
Good job, sticker maker.
Yes.
This is our last yarn. This is our last yarn.
It's so pretty.
That's right.
Laxdale Rose Pink.
Ooh.
And I'm not saying that I wore the perfect sweater for it.
I think you did.
But I kind of did.
Gosh. That's so close.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty.
So there we go. Laxdale Rose Pink.
That's lovely.
Yeah. That's the last of our yarn. So tomorrow we get to see the pattern and we get our goodies.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
This first?
Yeah. Whichever.
Okay. Okay. Yay!
Oh, yeah. It's the snack mix.
Oh, I'm excited about that because I love a good trail mix and I am currently out.
There you go. Oh, well, there you go.
I'm sorry. They're going to make you move out of Wyoming.
Yeah.
That's a must-have trail mix kind of place.
Well, this means I don't have to go to town is the point.
Jana wants to live COVID life forever. If I don't have to see people or leave the farm,
That's okay.
that's it.
I did go to town on the 20th.
I can't even. I can't.
Yay!
It's number 6. Knitting socks or a sleeve. I'm not sure what it
It's
is.
a sock.
Looks like a sock.
Yeah.
Dana, I will fly across the country to meet you, but I don't want to have to go to the grocery store more than once every 2 weeks.
Fair. I will not make you go to the grocery store on the East Coast. Oh, it's more candy. Oh, it's so much more candy.
Oh,
wait,
that's my
and a
sticker. Oh my gosh. It's freeze-dried ice cream sandwich?
I'm eating these.
What kind of witchcraft is this? That's amazing.
Is this like astronaut food?
Yeah,
Yes.
Jana makes this. What? Yeah, they have.
Oh, this is happening.
refrigerator.
Wait, I'm going to show the sticker.
Oh, show me the
because-
sticker. It's so cute.
Just look, it's a little fox with a little yarn bowl
And a hat.
and a hat. Stitchwood, which is Camp Stitchwood,
Yes.
which is what these are from now, is from outside of DC and Virginia. So sort of local to me.
I love
I'm
these
taking
stickers
this.
so much.
Okay,
It
well,
tastes like an ice cream sandwich.
Oh, it's so good.
These are delicious.
We're just going to chew
Yeah.
loudly.
okay. Woo! Look at that.
That's so pretty.
Wow, that's a party right there.
Yeah.
It is a party.
It's from Knits for Comfort, and it's called Northern Lights.
I feel like that's very Barbie inspired, and I'm here for it. Barbie movie 2023. Yes.
She's the first dyer local to me that I met
Thank you.
in person,
That's fun.
like years
That is
ago.
fun.
I'm eating all of these, but
Oh,
you
I
can
wanna
have
try the
some more
mint.
too. Oh yeah, let's open the
Okay,
mint one too.
and then we have green hot chocolate. Nice. And I've already had my beverage this morning since we're coming to us a little bit late on location. I've already had.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's okay.
We'd have pizza first.
Yeah, that's fine.
love the mint. So I'm all about this.
Wonderful. Okay, so we have
I like
one
the
more
mint
day.
even better.
We have one more day. One more day.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow is our interview, and we'll talk about the pattern.
Eat these.
I can't ship across state lines, Shana.
I know. I'm not. She can gift, but
I
she
can
can't
gift.
ship them across state lines without a
Wow.
commercial kitchen license.
All
So
right.
we are lucky
Yeah.
to have more.
Okay, so while you're eating, can I talk while you're eating? As of this recording, we are at 50,003 subscribers.
Good job, Jana.
That is amazing.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for helping me make it happen.
Well, it's a good thing that you went through all those prizes because now
Oh,
you're ready.
yeah, because we're doing our 50K giveaway.
Yeah.
So watch for that. Watch for that on my Instagram and our Pearl
That's
Together Facebook
amazing.
group. And I will
Well
put
done.
once I get the prizes package set up, I will do a little video and we'll show, and I'll put the link to the raffle copter and tell you how you can enter.
That's excellent.
So look for
I'm
that.
really happy.
Yes. Thanks for helping
I'm
making
super
it
happy.
happen.
That's huge.
I just show up and act like a dork. I don't think I'm doing much.
I know. Oh, I got to tell you this. So funny. Somebody else commented and said, I'm going to be so sad when this Vlogmas is over because watching you two, I feel normal.
Don't. Sorry, commenter. No, you're just in the right place of weird, which I understand because I am too. But just because there are other weirdos like you doesn't make you normal. It just means you found the right weirdos. Welcome.
But I said, I replied,
weird.
Yeah.
I
Welcome.
replied to the comment and said, well, thanks for commenting because now I feel more normal because you said that.
Yep. You found your weirdos.
Here we are.
Yep. So happy to have you.
Welcome.
Oh, it's so
Excellent.
funny. Okay.
Can't stop eating these.
They're so good, Jana. So good.
They are just,
A commercial kitchen. That's the answer.
well, if I did that, I wouldn't have time to knit.
All right. Well, then I have to think about it.
Unless you want to move to Wyoming and help me make candy so I have time to knit.
I don't know that Wyoming is for me.
I agree. I'm not sure it's for me either. That's why I don't go anywhere.
I've already ruled it out.
Yeah. I do feel like these are not handmade, but I do feel like you will appreciate this, seeing as you used to live on the Oregon coast. My husband is a duck. So I have Oregon O gloves.
Okay. I do appreciate that. I used to work in Corvallis, and that's the
bees.
Yeah, and that's a Ravelry.
Oh, I know. The best man at our wedding is a Oregon State alumnus, and yet, everybody kept it together during that time.
It's okay. I appreciate both.
Actually, when the day that we're recording this, Oregon State is playing Notre Dame this afternoon.
Oh, I'll have to check.
I will be buying yarn that I don't need instead of watching that. But I know my husband will be watching and rooting very vigorously for the Beavers.
Vigorously?
Yes.
No, he'll be rooting for the Ducks.
No, but the Ducks aren't playing. It's Oregon State who's playing.
Oh, yeah.
The Ducks don't play until New Year's Day in the Fiesta Bowl.
Ooh, that's good, though.
Yep. There will be Tostitos chips eaten in honor of the Fiesta Bowl. Don't worry, everybody. I have I like a theme. I like a theme. Yeah. So, there will be tortilla chips for the Fiesta Bowl. That's the kind of thing that I would want to do. So what can I tell you?
Nice.
Okay. Yep. Shana, it's lovely to see you. And I want to figure out when we can all be in the same place.
2024. Let's make it happen.
I've gotten over my flying issue. So,
yeah,
I could do it. I've done it.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. I know there's too many faces.
It's not working.
It just teased me that one day.
Yeah. We might have broken.
I think so.
I don't know.
Maybe it's rationed. They're like, you only get to do this a few times a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for being
tired.
Here. We'll see you.
Tired.
Tomorrow.
I'm tired. We'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow will be New Year's Eve, and we'll talk with Terri Laura about her pattern.
Yes.
And shortly thereafter, I'll make my 50K celebration giveaway video, but I'm not going to pack all that into one.
Yeah, you got to space it.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Since this is my one and only shot at being on this year, happy belated Hanukkah, happy belated Christmas, happy Kwanzaa, and happy early New Year, everybody. And all the
blessings.
People, you're awesome.
Hey, thanks for coming on, Shana. It's so fun.
Always. I would never miss this.
Okay.
Also, there was pizza. You can always bribe me with pizza.
Oh, I'll remember that. See you tomorrow.
Okay, my dear. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.